Alright, back with the SCP TTRPG Campaign 2. And let's go around, introduce ourselves. D8472, you're already watching the channel. These sessions are hosted on Ivo.
Hello, I am Dr. Ivo Kalinsky. I can be found on TikTok and YouTube by that name.
Real.
Dr. Alexander Real, that's Dr. Alexander Real on TikTok.
Knock knock.
I'm Knock Knock Who That on TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram, YouTube, pretty much everywhere. Yeah.
Molrat.
I'm Agent Morat on TikTok and most other platforms, and I'm only a figment of your imagination.
Tempest.
Tempest Angel on TikTok, Tempest Angel Gaming on Twitch. Content might be coming soon.
And Nez is away doing something.
Content, we don't do that anymore.
Actually, content.
Yeah, we don't do that
When
anymore.
I get around to it.
Alright, so Nez will be here eventually. Alright, so it has been a week since your first mission. Is there anything you would like to be doing in this morning before you get any assignments?
Tempest is hitting the site gym.
Okay, so Tempest's going to gym. Alright, Ivo.
Yep.
Kalinsky would still be processing the void ship.
Which you have not seen since.
Thank God.
Alright. Alright, so the way the cafeteria works, for those who have not been around since for the first campaign, pretty much anything you could want, but it's all like 6 to 8 out of 10. Like, it's good enough, gets the job done, it's not bad, but pretty much anything you want, they have.
What if I asked for a cup of Joe? Would it give me, like, a mediocre cup of Joe?
You would just go to the coffee machine.
Nothing's named random call signature select.
Alright, so before we get started, is there anything anybody wants to do in the morning?
Kalinsky, following Mandalorian culture and not taking his mask off, doesn't do anything.
Violet's gonna be experimenting with the cafeteria food to see what she can do to make it taste better, but realizing that nothing she does makes it taste better.
Like, it's not terrible.
No, it's almost anomalous how mid it is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Anomalously mid.
It was worse under Bright.
Everything is worse under
Tempest.
Bright, including the Foundation as a whole.
Tempest, being a soldier, just covers everything in salt and pepper and just stuffs his face, ignoring the taste.
Yeah.
A mini, like,
I
fresh pocket Tabasco.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, so we gotta get Real's, was it Dark Stranger roll? What, or Darkness roll?
Dark Passenger.
Dark Passenger. Okay, you said it was what, 2
Yeah.
to 10?
It's 2d12. So you get to roll. So I have a darkness meter, and I get a new pip on my darkness meter until it fills up, which is 10d12s, and you just add the top 2 of them, and that's versus my self-control. They can explode. So they can go up to a d20.
No.
Oh, God.
No.
A D12 to a D20 seems a bit extreme.
Well, that's the jump. That's the next dice progression.
Yep. Okay,
Yeah.
so 2d12s, add them together?
Yep.
Okay.
They should have made a D15.
Why? That's an odd number. I don't like it.
Just
that
as
is
a middle point. Or
that is
fine,
a 21.
D16.
A 21. Okay, I cannot fail that. Perfect. So Real's just passing through the cafeteria, right? Then all of a sudden he like falls to his knees and his eyes are just like surging red and his veins are surging red. Not like a bright glow, but like a little glow. And then it just passes in like 5 seconds. He stands up and just dusts himself back off.
Fi glances up and
Tempest
goes,
is
"You okay, baby?"
He goes, "Oh yeah, no,
Tempest
I'm
is
fine."
pulling a gun.
Kalinsky is
nods.
also pulling a gun.
She nods and then waves at Tempest. "Don't worry about it. He's all right. Pass.
Uh,
I'll tell you if it's something to be worried about."
okay.
The food's not great, but it shouldn't be that bad.
It's not great. Don't worry about
No,
it.
bad would be
He's
under
eaten
a
it
5.
before, Morat.
I mean, we're talking Taco Bell versus actual Mexican restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's best that Kalinsky doesn't like showing his face. I don't like Taco Bell.
Man, on a scale of 1 to 10, why does everyone treat a 5 like it's actually a 2?
Because
Yeah.
with fives, it's hit or miss if it's
They
actually
treat it
a
like
five or
the
not.
American grading scale. If it's under a 50, it's a fail.
I vote. Knock knock,
No,
who's talking?
no.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
What are
A
you saying now?
consistent 5 is pretty good.
All right, Nez, now that you're back here, we did roll call.
Yeah.
Where can you be found? And who are you playing?
Girl, I don't exist. You don't need to come find me. You're not gonna find anything on that account.
Aw.
I mean, you will, but it's nothing new. I'm gonna be playing Theo. We gave him a last name. I don't remember what it is. I will look at the sheet in a moment.
Oh shit! Yeah, wait.
We did
Alright.
end up on the Alvin and the Chipmunks last name.
Did we? Oh my god.
Yeah. Y'all were throwing presidents' names at me. I can't do that. I can't keep stealing people's identities, Molrat.
Yes, you can.
We
It'd be
started
No, I
fun.
giving
can't.
him a bunch of like predetermined characters' last names, like Bell, Aiden, Real.
We did.
All right, so Nez, it has been a week since the last mission. Is there anything your character wants to be doing this morning?
Tony swapped places with Theo, and neither of them are acknowledging it, and they're just gonna hope that no one else acknowledges it.
We could just say it's the same dude and, retroactively
No.
change the name.
No. This is they've just swapped.
Okay. All right, last call. Anything you want to do before the mission?
Oh, for Morat's sake, Tempest is now wearing SCP patches. He's not a contractor. He's fully hired on.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I'll say my character Corey will arrive on site. Or I don't know. Maybe he's been here the whole time.
Yeah.
I've been here the whole sorry.
Sometime within
That-
the last. It's been what 6 months since season 1 finale.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Okay. So he's been there for like a couple months.
Yeah.
All right. So after breakfast, sometime like 10 to 11, you get a text that the next reality anchor has arrived.
Oh, joyous.
Tempest will go wearing SWAT gear.
Yeah.
Kalinsky
Safe
would
bet.
heave himself up and like angrily march towards the location that they're supposed to pick up the anchor.
Okay.
Violet is also going to change before the mission.
Okay. So the first person to get there would be Ivo?
Yep, because
Okay.
he's always wearing what he needs to be.
All
Yeah,
right, so
Tempest was wearing SWAT, so go ahead.
both of you go straight there?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the two of you would see D8472 with a pallet jack, pushing the big crate with the reality anchor into the lab.
All right. Tempest will help push it. Like, just because he's
Well-
nice.
The pushing is not hard. It's the opening up the crate and getting the things out.
Oh, yeah, he has a crowbar.
Yeah. Alright.
Kalinsky would get out his E-tool and change it into the pickaxe mode.
Okay. Alright, so those three are getting all the pieces out of the box. What's everybody else doing?
I'm minding my business. I'm minding my business.
I guess receive the text and start heading over.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. It's a noise day for me. I'm so sorry. There's gonna be so many little noises and phrases coming from me that have no bearing whatsoever on anything occurring.
Oh, that's fine. Okay.
Yeah, let's head over.
Alright, so Mole Rat makes it next. Then I assume Theo.
Yep.
Alright. Real
Yes,
and
Real.
Violet, what you doing?
Violet finish changing and goes over to G.
Okay.
Where the text says.
Alright, and Real.
So Real shows up and he has just a like party chip platter from Chipotle. And he's like, "Hey guys," and it's like on the metal serving tray still. Like he clearly stole this from the restaurant.
Where the fuck? Where the
Alright.
fuck?
Don't
did
ask
you-
questions. Don't ask
D8472 just
questions.
takes a bite and is like, it's not poisoned.
Hold on, what?
But guys, they've got this, it's got the lime salt on it. It's really good.
Kalinsky, the Chipotle in town is kind of hit or miss on whether or not you'll get food poisoning.
Invisible confusion due to the gas mask.
The D class just defaults to guinea pig.
So, this is all you guys see when it comes to confused Kalinsky.
I mean, Tempest worked with Agent Morat for a little bit,
Yeah.
so like they're used to
to
this.
That means that Tempest is the only one who can actually read Kalinsky's emotions.
Real as well.
No,
Probably.
Real can too.
Oh. Then two people.
Alright. Alright, so the can't counter is stored in the lab.
Kalinsky would grab it and put it back where it was on his belt.
Oh, okay.
What, did you think I just went...
Yeah, like halfway through the sentence, I'm like, what?
Where's he going with this?
Alright, you can see the crack in reality in the center of the room. It is just a line right now. Like a little jagged line.
Kalinsky would turn on the can't counter and essentially, like, calibrate it to today's mission, seeing what they're doing.
Given like 3 minutes of dicking around with it, the crack finally opens into a jagged portal.
Guess that means it's time to head in.
Kalinsky.
Tempest will go
You
first.
don't need all those fancy implements for detecting reality.
We're
here.
not blasting another hole in the ceiling.
No, you don't understand, right? So, like, Hume studies is a lot like geology, Sometimes to really know what things are, you gotta lick them.
No.
Yes,
Kalinsky
I agree.
No,
would grab
no,
his
no licking
E-tool.
anything. No.
Violet just
What?
goes up. Violet goes up behind Reels and just like taps him on the back of the head. No, we talked about this. You're not allowed to lick things unless you ask first.
Hey, so I'm new to this group. Do you guys know how to do your jobs?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah, very
Oh,
well.
yeah.
Electrocute things.
Does anyone want to fill Corey in on what's happening?
Does Corey?
Tempest will.
Go ahead, Tempest.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Tempest will hand Corey the laptop with the thumb drive and just look through this. You'll figure it out.
Okay, Molret, did you watch session 1?
Yes, I did watch session 1.
Okay. So yeah, you
So
can
at
fill
this point-
yourself in.
At this point, I'd like to say that Real looks like a vagrant.
I'm just like, wait a minute. Wasn't this supposed to be passed out to all the staff?
It was. You're just now getting around to it.
Oh, okay, cool.
When Real was bapped on the back of the head, Kalinsky would have been reaching for his E-tool. To
Anyway.
essentially do the same thing, but a bit harder.
Anyway, crack opens and you see the room you're in through it, except it's just the emergency lights.
How fun.
Remember to bring flashlights.
Yeah, I've got and Real like pats down his lab coat, and you hear like clamoring. And I know where's my everyday carry?
I've
A
got,
very judgmental look from Kalinsky.
I've got a lighter and a cell phone.
I
Use the
don't
cell
actually have
phone
a
light.
flashlight in my everyday carry. That's so funny.
Tempest pulls out the light bulb.
Oh, I guess we're doing this again.
I've got a black light.
I also have a black light.
I've got a police scanner.
I have an
Violet
EMF
has,
Why do you
reader.
have a police scanner?
Because Real wants to know if the police are looking for him.
At his
No.
retail job.
Violet has her phone that has a flashlight and then glow sticks.
Yeah, phones work.
Perfect.
Kalinsky, who is still not entirely caught up with modern times, does not have any cellular devices on his person.
We gotta
He's
blow
learned
his
how to
mind
use
and show him
Foundation
AO3.
stuff.
No!
No.
No.
Oh,
It would be
Kalinsky's learned how to
funny.
use the Foundation things, but not any, other modern stuff.
The Foundation would have given him a phone.
Yes, they gave him one. That's about as far as they got.
I assume
It was a
everyone
fancy
has a
plate.
phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you
I'd like to
always have a
think
light source.
I'd like to
Right.
think that Kalinsky carries it on him, because he's like issued to do so. But he's just like, I don't know how to work this thing.
He's like my granddad.
There's newfangled technology.
Yeah,
He's
masterful
from
engineer,
it's like-
like masterful engineer has no idea how to work a smartphone though.
He's not an engineer. He's a
Chemical
chemical
scientist.
scientist.
Oh.
Yeah. He works
Same
in chemical warfare.
Jazz.
Yeah, like knows how to do alchemy. Bro up there turning like lead into gold, but like,
All right,
More
so
like
anyway,
CI into skeletons, but
so you can see through the portal. You can tell it's dark, but not pitch black.
Tempest will go through.
Kalinsky.
Kalinsky, what?
is this another one that's like in our site, this rift?
Oh, it always will be.
Oh, okay.
You're shifting to a different universe, but the same location. And consider you're a few floors down. If the site didn't exist there, you would be underground.
Oh God.
How fun.
Klinsky
Okay.
would activate the placement mode on the
Can't
uh
counter.
thank you. On the can't counter and then head through. This is the
Okay.
essential arrow mode.
Tempest will secure the room that we drop into.
All right. Thing I forgot to do.
There's not a map, is there?
No.
Okay, cool.
Oh, it's not letting me share. Oh well, it'll be in the stream.
Real looks over at Corey and's like, "Don't worry, I came armed." He pulls a slingshot out of his bag.
Bro.
Okay.
Corey's just like, who the fuck did I just get assigned?
So Klinsky would
Shit, where's the
activate
quote out?
placement. He'd activate placement mode and check where the SRA needed to be placed.
Okay. So
Quit abbreviating
given the elevation and direction,
Thank you.
it would be out of sight, and the distance it would be to about where the apartment complex is. There's an apartment complex. It's where everyone lives.
Yes. Yeah.
Forgot to mention that.
Feel like that would have been a pretty important detail.
Yeah, everyone has an
No,
apartment.
It's civilian living. It's across the street, you know.
It's across the street.
Who's the worst
Mining
neighbor?
operation going on for months, and they're just like, "Huh, wonder what construction's going on over there."
Yeah, there's the site, there's the back lawn, and then there's the apartment building for the staff.
And then there's the castle.
And Minty's castle.
Why does she have a
Klinsky-
castle? If I may ask.
A deck of many things.
So AFK, I'm gonna let the back.
We should just pull all of the cards out of the deck. It only ever goes well for us.
So anyway, you are in the other room, and it's just like the dim white emergency lights are the only lights on.
Lovely.
Has everyone gone through the portal yet?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, then Tempest will try the lock. If that doesn't work, short circuit.
Okay, by try the lock, what do you mean?
Then just try the door to see if it's unlocked already.
Oh, it is not locked.
All right.
All right. The door opens, and the hallway still just the dim emergency lights.
Tempest takes point.
Follow them up.
All right,
Violet is
everybody.
confused.
All right, so D8472 is hauling one of the pieces of the anchor.
Tempest is carrying a lot of equipment this time, so he will not be carrying a part.
So yeah, there's two more pieces. D8472 could make multiple trips. All right, you're just leaving it for him then?
Violet will also pick one.
Okay. All right, well, that's 2 out of 3.
And then looks at
One.
Reels and like gives him a dirty look and is like, come on.
Reels over like in a corner, looking at all the things that are normally in the site, but he's like, oh, fascinating. Normally this chair is 6 inches to the left.
All right, so what is everybody doing?
Yeah. If they take too long to get the parts, Tempest will just start clearing the floor, and if not, he'll take them up.
Okay. All right, so there's stairwell and there's elevator.
Hi, what did I miss?
We won.
Yeah,
Show's
You
over.
don't get any rewards.
session's done. Oh, God.
Okay, so you made it out of the room. The door was not locked. The hallway just has emergency lights. And there's also, like, furniture scattered everywhere. And you can see a lot of the doors have been barricaded by desks and stuff.
Oh.
I carefully make my way to the stairs.
Okay.
Yeah, Tempest is taking point, Corey is third, and then I'm assuming it's Kowinski.
I would assume I'm behind you because I have the can't counter.
Yeah.
All right, so you're just going up the stairs then?
Yeah.
All right. Safety in numbers. D8472 is just clunk, 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 dragging the equipment up.
Yep.
All right, you make it up one of
Clear
the
the
2
stairwell.
floors.
Real is looking around the next floor.
Kalinsky would check the can't counter just to make sure.
All right. All right, so whoever wants to investigate or just perception roll.
Ooh, my first dice roll
Tempest.
ever.
Wow.
Absolutely,
So
we will do that.
Wait, do I roll my top 2 dice? Is that correct?
Okay. So each column is a different die, and whatever the top filled in one in that column
In that stack.
is
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. So
And I roll the top 2 or up to 4.
yeah. Any column that you have filled in is a die you can roll. It's just of the dice, you add the top 2 after you've rolled.
I understand.
That explodes. So
What?
1d12 now.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Look pretty
D10s
good.
do not become 2d12s anymore. It's just 1d12.
All right, I got a 19 on perception.
Nice.
What is the top 2 die? What does this mean?
Like the 2 highest rolling dice.
Well, yes.
The 2 best performers.
That much has not changed from first edition.
Okay,
You
so it's just
roll 1 die
business
per
as
column
usual.
you have filled in.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Add the top 2 results together, and that's your total.
Oh, I see now. Okay, that's what
Yeah.
you mean.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool, gotcha.
And dice do still explode. Ones no longer punish.
All right.
Alright, 27 on investigate.
Oh, damn.
God damn.
19 perception.
14
Alright.
investigate.
All right. So Real actually sees this. Searched around, you got your lights, and for just a moment, the flashlight catches what looks like a bare foot slipping around a corner.
like bear is in the 3 people we have for containment, or bear
No,
is
as in no shoes.
Barefoot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Just
hate that.
like a corner,
way worse.
just a little bit of a foot, and then slips around.
Huey. That's not sanitary.
That's not sanitary.
Does Real point that out?
I didn't get to say this because I couldn't talk for a second, but Violet got a 23 on perception.
Okay, you would also see that then.
Damn.
Everyone hears Real just like throw his lab coat like a fabric, and then he's just got a tome in his hand.
Going anime.
Yeah.
Everything okay, Dr. Real?
Violet shakes her head. Is like, there's something over there. Ignore him and his flair for dramatics.
What
Uh,
kind
Do
of
you see
something?
Huey?
You know what? If it's over there, we have a mission to complete. As long as it doesn't come near us, it's fine.
Violet is still going to draw her very small but deadly pistol weapon.
Nice.
Yeah, Corey's strapped up. He's ready.
Tempest is holding his AR-15,
Okay.
which is just
Klinsky has
reskinned
a gun?
Ash in 3-run burst.
Klinsky has a gun, but at current moment, since it's two-handed, and he's holding the can't counter, he's just letting the others bodyguard.
All right. How are you approaching?
The stealthiest
Is it
stealth
in?
possible.
Is it in the
Violet-
direction we need to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why wouldn't it be?
Being
I'll
sneaky.
I'll stack up with you, Tempest.
Yeah, we'll take him.
Yeah, I'll like light over his shoulder, like pistol in the other hand. I'm like, okay, let's go.
Yep, and then we'll just move towards the target.
Yeah, 2-team him.
Are we moving stealthily?
I mean, I'm not gonna be like fee-fi-fo-fumming my way around. Okay, I'll go stealthy.
Alright.
If you want to go stealthy.
Yeah. Let's do this stealthy.
Okay, stealth check.
Yep.
1d12 and 1d8.
Real is going, but he's not stealthing. So
Does second edition still have the like if it's untrained you add a d6? No, because there's no decimals. Never mind. All right. Oh, Jesus. Okay, d12 explodes,
Nice.
which is good because I got a
you're
1
already-
on the d8. So
You're already better than me.
So one still subtracts.
Not
from
anymore.
it, right?
No.
Not anymore.
Nope.
Oh, awesome! 22.
Nice.
Well, my d20
10.
exploded, so.
You said 10.
Oh, you crit succeeded.
God
Yeah.
damn.
I got a 10. Listen,
Wait, so
listen.
Did
I'm
you have a 12 explode?
Me?
I had a 12.
Yeah.
No, I
Is it-
had a 20x.
Yeah, this isn't a D20 system.
Wait, hold on. I can't. Hold on. Let me read my number. What the fuck is that?
Because it goes 6, 8, 10, 12.
10, 12. I'm sorry. I had a 12 explode. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Let me do numbers again. Let me like actually do this proper. This one properly. Apparently, I don't know how to read.
Meanwhile, Tempest is clomping around in front of me.
Listen.
I
SWAT
know, that
gear
exploded
with
anyway.
tactical armor.
I
Feel like
had my
all
12.
the shit on his vest, clinking around.
Tactical armor.
Okay.
Like
stealth is dex based. So what do you have filled in dexterity?
I have that full first row, and then I have that second d6.
Okay. So if the first row is full, you do have 4 dice. It's just one of them is a d8, and the other 3 are still d6s.
So 1d8 and then 3d6. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So roll those and take the highest 2 numbers and add them together.
Highest what?
The 2 highest numbers of the roll and add them together.
Okay. Wow, I cannot think. You know what? Delano, I'm gonna share my screen, and I need you to help me with this because
Okay.
I genuinely am struggling so hard to fucking.
It's a weird system. There's a few of us veterans who've had 100 or sessions to work this out.
This one.
Okay, so your highest was a 7 and a 6, so you add those 2 together for a 13.
Well, the D6 exploded though, right?
Oh, right,
Yeah.
the D6 exploded. So you get to roll 1 more D8. The 6 exploded into an 8. Okay, never mind, it's still 13.
13, and then
Okay, so in stealth, do you have any training?
yeah.
Okay,
2 under the first like modifier, and then no multiplier.
no multiplier. Okay, then you just add that training to the 13.
Okay, so that's a 15.
Okay, and D847-2 is hanging way the fuck back. He is not engaging. He has a -8 to stealth.
Oh,
Jesus.
Boy.
That's because he wears bright orange.
Oh wait, hold
Yeah.
on, and I also have. Hold on, I get an additional modifier because of her outfit.
Nice.
I gotta pull that up again. Oh, I gotta stop.
Oh wait, do I have additional stealth mod? Not for this one.
Not for the SWAT character. I have less.
Also, I don't know if anyone else is getting this, but like, Della, I feel like you cut out every like 6th word for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
again?
that's
All
been
right,
happening a lot.
All right, I'm gonna back out and back in.
No, it wasn't so bad where it was like I couldn't understand what you were saying, so I wasn't gonna mention it.
Well, for the record, at least it is
Yeah.
a Discord problem and not a microphone problem.
Because
Yeah.
because of what Violet is wearing, she gets her footsteps are silent and stealth rolls get +4 to dark areas, but it's not. Oh, it is dark. So
It
I get
is. It is
+4.
dark.
So
Yep.
that's 19.
Okay. I don't think anybody failed.
I
just
got a
didn't
10.
I'm not.
Oh,
stealthy.
okay.
Tempest.
Okay, so the people up front are stealthing at least?
Tempest is up front.
Tempest is front and
Oh,
center with
God.
the 10, and I'm right behind him with like 22.
At least I'll only screw
It's
that
probably
Tempest.
because
I don't know about
it's probably because his like lightning crown kind of glows a bit.
He's just naturally glowing.
Okay, so
It's
do we
not
want
enough
to have
to give off light, but
do we want to have the sneaky people taking point on this?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Okay, who got
yeah.
at least 15?
I
Both
did.
me and Morat got more than 15.
Okay, so you two. So are you going to the corner and peeking around?
Correct.
Do you want to? If you hold the light, I can get a better gun out.
Sure.
Because you're just using a pistol.
Oh god, there's something.
She's using
oh,
a sniper pistol.
guys, check reference art.
Haha. Ha ha ha.
What is
Yeah,
reference
let's
art?
both switch. Let's both switch to
Oh, why is that the thing from inside?
Kalinsky's
Okay, yeah,
hanging
I'll
back with the
switch.
D class.
Yeah, I'll switch up to my better gun.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
Tempest is in the hall, but like holding back, aiming down the hall.
Okay, so the two of you see that you are unnoticed.
Wanna back up? I want to back up.
Yeah, okay.
Agreed.
I'm just like, Violet, how do we feel about this?
What was the?
Slowly backing up, like,
Slowly backing away. I'm just like, guys, more people, please.
Oh, are they like?
But Tempest will advance.
no. Violet reaches out and like grabs him. No.
Are they just like
He's back here.
people?
All right, you two can
Are they
describe it to the
people?
rest.
Tell me
So
about the
it's like
people.
if you took a bunch of people and then you put them together into a ball and then you made legs stick out.
Violet looks at Reels and is like, you know exactly what we're talking about because I've showed you so many things about some similar creatures from something that we thought was not real. And,
No,
and then
I'm real.
I know you're real.
You know, I think
Hey, Pink.
I've heard of things that are similar in past lives.
It looks like the
party
fire
on,
ants that made the
party
boat
time.
when it floods, but instead people.
Can I do an anomalistics roll
Sure.
to try to discern information?
Yep.
So, while Reel is doing that, Kalinsky, in a huff, takes off his lab coat, which gives him access to his Lee Enfield.
We exploded a D12 and a D10.
Nice. Got
God's
another
plan.
D12 and a 20.
Oh my god. Delano, I blew this roll out of the water. 66.
What the
How?
fuck?
Damn, how'd
I
you
don't
do
think
that?
that's how that works.
So I rolled my dice, right?
Right.
Hold on.
Yeah.
And with my dice, we got an 18 and a 12 as our highest numbers.
Okay.
Okay? And then for anomalistics, we have 12 with a ×3 multiplier.
Okay, so
How did you get 12?
Because anomalistics and thaumatology are directly tied, so I had to go in hard if I wanted to be good at thaumatology.
Okay. All right.
Jesus
not really good
Christ.
at much else.
You're gonna be the Akinator here. So yeah, that sounds very much like a clump of melted together people.
Good work, Doctor.
Delightful.
You know, it's like
Wait.
great work, Doctor. You know,
Really?
well, at first, Corey, it's Corey, right? Corey.
Yes, it's Corey. Yes.
Corey. Well, there's like there's several other things that are clumps of melted people, and it's very important that we differentiate which ones before we go interacting with them.
Oh yeah, you more than critted it. You know exactly which
This is-
one it is.
Yeah. So this one's a generally safe clump of melted people, versus the
Oh.
other ones that are.
Okay, I'm gonna let you try to
Generally.
guess before I confirm. What do you think
Hey,
it
Del.
is?
Real quick, I got a
Um,
guess.
He rolled.
So we've got, so I've got two guesses, then like a third side guess. So the
not
easy one is
How numbers
the easy-
work.
So, yes, it is.
No.
So we've got so there's the flesh that hates. That's an easy guess. Or there's when day breaks, that makes melty people. Or it could just be a clump, like from the back rooms. Jingle jingle, the clump.
Or like what he pulled this fucking image from the game Inside.
Yeah,
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
it was the
jingle.
best visual.
So-
Okay, so yeah, you do have enough confirmation. This is the melted flesh, not the angry flesh.
This is just melted flesh. Okay.
So
Is
it is.
trying to make us go outside.
It is when day breaks.
Oh. Nobody get too close to any windows, and Real is going. If there
You are
any
still
windows-
underground.
Oh, perfect. Love that.
One
Y'all,
level underground.
we need to set up the SRA at the apartments.
gonna get
Could
out there.
Tempest do some check to see if he knows of an underground tunnel to the apartments?
Is history still a thing? No. History is no longer a thing.
History is a write-in skill. I have it.
That is so dumb. Anyway, no, there isn't.
Navigate or not?
Like, you could navigate, but it's pretty well established. There is no secret way that anomalies could escape to the apartments.
Okay.
I
Okay.
will be right.
Guess we're waiting until night.
Okay, knock.
Yeah. Teresa would have been great here.
Someone who can't melt.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
I missed.
So, this glob of flesh going around has hit the end of the hallway and is now making its way back.
No,
Um,
no, thank you.
time to duck out.
Do we need to go down this hallway?
Do we
for
know
a
how
minute?
easy it is
Yeah.
to kill one of these things?
Not.
No, we don't. That's a fun bit of information we don't have.
Do we want to find out?
Not
So-
particularly. I don't have anything fire related.
Real quick, I do have something on the entities from When Day Breaks, because personal favorite 001. The only advice that you can be given to, like, survive them is hide.
Yeah.
They don't have pain receptors or internal organs. There is nothing you can hit on the -2 instances that can, like, seriously cripple them.
All right, so
Most
you
you're
duck it.
gonna do is pincushion.
Yeah, I'm ducking it.
Okay.
Or
Yep,
do
Yeah.
I wanna risk a major chance at
No,
No.
at a
With
Kiva
love, no.
backlash? Hear me out,
knock
Delano.
knock, yell at your boyfriend now. Wait, no, she left. Shit.
Delano.
There goes my favorite weapon.
Delano, think about it. You could hit me with a Kiva backlash if I fail the roll.
That would really suck right now.
I'm not telling you what
No.
to do. If you want to do something, do it.
I am. Don't.
If I start leaving this
Let's-
hallway very silently and I
so-
look
Yeah.
over and see he's chanting, I'm gonna be like, no, 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 no.
Real's got his comb like floating in the air in his other hand, like out like this, and he's like flipping through pages for a spell.
Just smack him upside the back.
Dr.
of the
Real,
head.
we are
No.
leaving.
Do we have a water
Tempest
bottle?
will
Like a spray
physically
bottle?
pull. Tempest
Oh,
will
I was-
physically pull Dr. Real into the stairwell.
Oh, Tempest, I was
We
gonna
need a
try to
spray
fill
bottle.
it with the unbridled power of scarlet entropy and see if its body would decay.
That's a
First
horrible
time,
idea.
Not
I'm convinced
yet.
that's not English.
Tempest isn't gonna reveal that Dr. Real does necromancy now to this
Not-
strange person who's new.
Tempest,
So,
it's
like,
not
he's just gonna keep his mouth
necromancy.
The closest thing Tempest would know.
Tempest, it's raw energy from the Scarlet King. What?
That was out of character. That was out of character.
Alright, so I guess I'm not disintegrating a or attempting to disintegrate a monster.
Not yet.
All right, so you're ducking into a side room.
Yeah.
All right, the closest one is just like a little office. And you have to push the door a little bit because there is like a filing cabinet knocked in the way, but like haphazardly.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead.
Everybody in, and I assume you were just listening, waiting for it to pass by?
Yeah.
Yep.
Seems about right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it takes like 10 minutes before you hear it slowly scooching by.
So I hate that
Yeah.
with just about every bit of myself.
Yeah, it's real bad.
Land like down the hall, back the way you came.
I imagine it's got some
All right.
moist steps that it takes too.
Yeah,
I'm gonna smack
Is-
you with the light.
Is it wet?
a little.
Is it wet?
Like I don't.
It's-
Like, it's
Ooh.
definitely gotta have like a fleshy
Ooh.
sound. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I get +5. I get +5 elemental fist damage if it's wet.
Ew.
Describe this.
No,
fleshy-
no, I get +5 damage dice.
It's more goopy than wet, though.
Okay. All right. Everyone is going to go in front of me. I am going to take the last spot. If you hear loud bangs or thunder or something, you run.
I'll come with you, Tempest.
No,
Oh,
they need you to protect them. I can
Oh.
escape.
Oh. Okay. No, I see. That's a good plan.
Violet.
All right, and
No, Knock's not back yet. Never mind. I'm so
we can
tired.
go up the front, just make sure, clear the ways. I'm sneaky.
Yeah,
Okay.
sneaky time.
All right, so you wait until it is fully out of earshot.
Yeah.
yep.
Okay. All right. Continuing down the hallway towards the next stairs up.
Yeah.
All right. So T8472 at least clank, 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 clank up
Oh
the
my
stairs.
god. Now, I think we should be aware that if this thing is all the way down here, that it's likely that we're going to find more of them on higher levels that are closer to the surface. I think that logically tracks.
Oh, absolutely.
Corey, do you agree?
Sure, pal.
And this whole time, while we're walking, Real has pulled out a piece of chalk and he's like drawing on the walls at the stairwell. And his chart is literally just like a very poorly drawn tower, and with just like a couple people on the bottom floor and then more people as you go up floors.
Are these your versions of MTF field codes?
I'm sure
What?
it makes sense to him.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, the lab is 2 floors underground. So you're at ground floor now.
All right.
All right.
Ground
Khalid.
floor. We really got to make sure that every window is shut.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody
don't
wants
have-
to investigate?
My clothing does not have the best protection from the sun. I'm just wearing a trench coat.
Could I do
Clint,
perception
please.
instead of investigate?
Could you what?
Could I do perception instead?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, that's my drama
Oh.
card done. I think.
Yep. Yeah, you had a class.
So I now get a bonus to charisma mod. Choose a skill governed by charisma and increase its multiplier by 1.
Fancy.
Okay, so what skill are you choosing?
Uh,
Got animal ken,
In-
disguise, intimidate,
intimidate.
persuade,
I'm assuming that goes-
or teaching.
intimidate. I'm assuming that goes to a ×2,
Yes,
not a ×1.
everything starts at
Okay.
×1 because that's the way math works.
All right.
No, everything starts at ×0. You can't use any skills.
Investigate of 5. I rolled a 1, a 3, and I have 1.
Oh God.
The dice really didn't. Didn't vibe with me on that one.
8? No, 9.
9. Okay.
9 for perception.
24 for investigate.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right. So you see, most of the windows had been like not just boarded up, but like cardboard and duct taped. Though you do catch Corey and Tempest almost walk into a just tiny sliver of light that's poking through.
At that point, Real would like these arms, these fleshy, horrible arms, would come out of the ground, push them back away from him.
Jesus Christ.
And it's just like a tiny bit of duct tape that had like dried out and peeled a little bit, leaving just a tiny bit of a gap.
Real is like, don't touch that. End your life.
Good to know.
And then can I use one of the hands to like push the duct tape back in place for a minute?
Yeah.
All right. And then Real goes over, he just pulls out a can of spray paint and just sprays the window thoroughly.
Yep.
To just black it out with paint instead of duct tape. Knock, were you saying something? I'm sorry.
I was just saying I'm back.
Okay.
Cool. All right. We're on the ground floor, checking all the windows.
We've ascended to the ground floor. I saved Corey's life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Immediately rolling up a new character.
Rolling what was it, a 5 to
I rolled a
investigate?
5.
Oh, you do not.
8.
Yeah, you do not want to roll low during when day breaks.
Evidently not.
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't use perception because I'm missing an eye.
True.
Not very good.
Whose idea was that?
14-year-old me.
You were like, man.
You know what? Fair enough.
You were just like, man, all those extra points sound so nice during my character creation. And then
I made this character 3 years ago, and I was like, yeah, let's make him quirky. Remove his eye.
Alright, that's going in the shit. Where's the note? There it is.
Quirky, remove his eye, yeah.
Ooh, I finally got my itinerary. They put me up in a nice place.
Which is
Nice.
like my OC. More trauma, more trauma.
That's the only way to do it.
Now, Corey.
I mean, at
And Real-
least Kalinsky missing an eye makes sense.
So I'm gonna roll against my teaching to see how well I explain this to Corey.
Okay.
Also, Corey missing an eye makes sense. I didn't just do it like, just take it out. It's like, there's depth to it.
It does make sense.
It does
It's
make
just
sense.
sad. I know things.
Okay, I
I
got a
removed
20.
his eye like I removed his parents.
I got a 28, so I feel like I
God.
got a point.
Jesus.
I almost choked. I want you to know that. I almost died, and it was gonna be your fault.
Yeah, that's a good teaching score.
Okay, so I got 28, and
I thought you were gesturing to say I got 1.
no, I have a 6 with a ×3 multiplier for teaching. I can teach you thaumatology. So I'm explaining to you. I'm like, all right, and he goes off on this like collegiate level explanation of what when day breaks is, and then he's like, and then he looks at you and he's just like, sun bad, don't touch the light, don't touch the flesh piles, stay inside, don't make too much noise.
Okay.
So we're waiting
makes
for
sense.
nightfall.
Act like you're 6 again.
Doesn't the moonlight also burn?
No?
No, it's just the sun.
Is it?
It's just
Yeah,
the
don't
sun.
question it too much.
It's when day breaks, not when night breaks.
No, but I swear I read like tales of people being like, "Oh, they can't go outside at night either because it also burns."
The full
That
moon,
might just be me.
maybe. The full moon, maybe.
That makes sense.
Like anything else, it might do it, it might not.
Damn.
All right, so it is still barely noon. What you doing?
Kalinsky would be fiddling with the can't counter, just trying to learn its ins and outs.
Okay.
Are we in a room that we could barricade?
There's lots of rooms. Anyway, let's get a okay, it wouldn't be computers. Yeah, just mechanics roll to see whether or not you break it.
There's also technology.
Or technology, your choice. Yeah, you're examining the can't counter. We're seeing how well you can break it down and analyze it.
That's an intellect roll, which I have a D10 in. Hold on.
Just a D10?
What else do you have?
All of my stats have been reset, and I haven't bothered to fix them yet.
So a D10 and a D6, or yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't great, guys.
That's a 9.
Okay, you
Oh,
don't
no.
find anything new.
Alright.
Alright, so that's what you're doing. Alright. How does everyone else plan to pass the time?
I'll help bunker the barricade, whatever room we're in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Nez, what's your character's name?
Theo.
Theo.
Do we know that yet, or does
What?
Theo
You
work for the site?
Tony. You might think he's the other guy.
Oh yeah, you have like half a day to kill. You might as well like introduce yourselves to each other.
Yeah. Whoops. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh, and Real just pulls out. Real drags over a desk. It's like big, loud, squeaky noise. And he
horrible.
hangs up his coat on the chair, and then he pulls out just like some papers. He's like, "Oh, hello everyone. Today, I'll be teaching you about thaumatology. My name is Dr. Alexander Real. In today's lesson, we're going over thaumatology and its relation to Humes."
Does anyone know where the nearest window is?
The Fever Dream High School AU episode has done irreparable damage on Real.
You would have irreparable damage if you had what Mallrat did to Real done to you.
Blowing him up or shoving spoons up his ass?
Please slow down. I can't write that fast. How the fuck do you spell irreparable? There it is.
If I had a nickel for every time Volrat did something horrible to Real.
Broke his leg, shoved spoons up his ass, blew him up.
Denied him being a whale.
I
Denied
didn't deny him that. He did turn me into a whale.
And you've
Well,
denied it
yeah.
every single time since.
Fair enough.
That's technically Vel that turned him into a whale, not Real.
Okay, fine.
Oh, it was.
Yep.
Tempest will sit on the ground and just pull out his gun cleaning kit, which is an EDC item, apparently. And just
All right.
start
I'm gonna have
cleaning
to watch
weapons.
this episode.
So another
sorry.
issue. Is everyone just not eating? Because you had
we didn't
had
bring-
breakfast.
We didn't bring food.
Corey's smoking.
I do have a small
In the
amount
room with everyone else. That's rude.
No, he's standing
Look at
outside.
everyone else's stuff. Okay.
It's like I'll before we barricade, I'll have one.
You're standing outside.
Before we barricade.
Not outside of the site.
Outside the room.
Yeah, it's just random office.
'Cause I'm getting some air.
All right, this could be a fun thing for us to do, Dylan.
Okay.
In learning how thaumatology rules work. What if I tried to grow a fruit tree? How high are the ceilings in here? Would they be like
Not
like
tall
9
enough
foot?
for a tree, no.
Probably like 9 foot ceilings,
like
right? Probably like pretty standard office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like a fruit bush, something that grows from a bush.
That's
Strawberries.
a good idea.
Berry bush.
Should do like
Yeah.
a berry bush.
Yeah. What if I try to grow like a berry bush inside? That's a good idea. So let me open the book here, Delano, because you have to make
Okay.
a roll, and I have to make a roll.
All right. Just tell me what
So-
roll I need to make.
We would say that this roll is opposite theme of my book, right? I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because mine is like horrible space monster themed, and we're trying to do something that is happy and nice. All right, so I need to roll. What happens if I fail? It's just nothing happen if I fail, or do we
Death.
immediately clash
TPK.
into a
I think
Kiva
as long as it's
background?
not a crit fail.
It's a bush of meat.
What should be? Not
It's a
what I
bush
asked for, but I'm not complaining.
It's a bush of tiny suns.
Oh,
Oh
God.
my god.
Are they like regular suns or daybreak suns?
Daybreak suns.
Ah.
Daybreak sun in a jar.
How would you carry it?
Throw it in there and you
No.
can never go in that room ever again.
Yeah, no, if you're gonna do that, we're gonna cast it into a different room.
All right, we're just gonna say it works. What kind of berries do you want to grow on the bush?
Elderberries.
Oh.
We finally know what your mother smells of.
I think I succeed. 47, and then
Probably.
my 15, 10, 45. Yeah, we did.
Jesus.
I'm playing with big. It's harder for me to make a berry bush than to make springy hands. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
All right, you have a berry bush.
So real pulls the berries off of them into like a hat, and just like passes it around like it's a bowl, and he's like, "Oh, snacks for class."
Was it a hat you were wearing or just had?
Ideally it's a hat he found.
Not
The
just his
worst-
wizard hat.
Yeah, the worst kind of hat, a stranger's hat.
Did your goal just to concern us?
Okay, up here on the ground floor, you would have found just like random clothes around.
Oh.
Oh, just like mystery baseball cap. That's the way. Right
Yeah.
there.
Ugh.
It says site security on it.
It says containment, and there's a couple bear hairs in it.
It's a
Everyone's got past
beanie.
these pristine berries around.
Okay, so you have a snack at least.
Yeah. The Tempest pulls out the salt and pepper from his shirt pocket.
Ew.
Why?
Okay.
I like the taste.
Okay,
Of berries and salt?
all right, last call for anything you're doing before nightfall.
Yeah, how much class time would I be able to dish out in this time? Do you think like
About 4.
6 hours?
Yeah,
4
6
hours?
hours is fine.
6
Then I have to
hours,
start
nice.
casting spells.
If anyone sits through, no, you need 30 hours actually.
Fuck.
There's a specific unit of measure in the book for it. But if you sit through just 4 more classes, then I can make your thaumatology 1.
The first one's free, all the rest 150.
Yeah, I was supposed to read thaumatology. I was just playing Belatra all week.
No.
No, you're real for that.
Basically, there's a roll. There's an initial roll to see if the spell is in my book. And then after that, there is a determination of like what the spell does and how many points we think is fair for the spell. So you get to give me X amount of points, and then I also get to add my thaumatology plus my multiplier, well, including my multiplier, to those points. They get split amongst time, materials, like preparation time, materials, and casting time. And then there's a difficulty roll that there's a whole big chart of how many dice there are, and you get to roll those dice versus my spell casting to see if the spell actually works.
Yeah. Spellcasting is really involved.
They made it pretty zany, but it doesn't take any exertion. There's just a high chance of failure, and now there's the risk of the Akiva backlash.
Yep. All right. So when you get the idea that it is probably hitting evening, you do hear a door off in the distance open and closed, like a building entryway, open and closed.
Oh.
Could I roll navigation to see like how far away it is?
That
And,
would
like,
be
roughly
navigation.
which-
That's just perception.
Okay.
Hear me out. No, we don't, and everything's fine.
Yeah, but that no we don't is gonna become a yes we do once that thing gets closer.
Yeah, I can feel the later me problem rapidly becoming a now me problem.
Yeah.
That D10 explodes. Currently we're at a 15. 21.
Okay. You hear the softest footsteps you have ever heard going by the hallway and entering a different office.
I heard a
That's not what
gasp,
it
and I
is.
don't know why, and I'm scared.
It's a
Tempest-
kid.
I don't think it's
Tempest
a kid,
will
it's
crack the
someone-
door and go follow the footsteps.
Okay.
Tempest, no.
I'll follow up with you.
With a gun. With a gun.
With a gun.
But
Yeah, also with a gun.
Y'all are
Okay.
terrible with children's.
All right.
I'm just
So,
covering him because I don't want to get hit.
all right.
yeah.
I'm nosy, I'll follow.
All right. So yeah, you
Tempest will
listened
tell-
well enough to know which office door it was, which is closed
Yeah.
right now. So
Yeah.
anybody who wants to perception to try to listen in on that room before you enter.
Okay, I can only
Yeah, I'll
roll
perception
one
again.
kind of die, so I'm rolling a single d12. I'm listening though. Wait.
Wait, there's at least 2 die in every stat.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
missing an eye, so technically every time I roll
Oh,
perception,
okay.
I can only use one type. But I'm listening, so are we gonna count that for this?
Yeah, it's not
So
visual
both-
based.
Fuck
Both
it. All right,
D10
thanks.
exploded this time.
Nice.
And I got
Well.
2 ones on the D12s. So that's a 20.
I rolled 12.
Okay, you got 12 and Tempest, what'd you get?
20.
20. Okay. So, Corey, you hear faint talking.
Okay. Oh, definitely someone in there.
Okay. Tempest, you hear somebody talking about capturing the Avatar to get his honor back.
What the?
Wait.
Prince Zuko?
Someone just
Tempest will
watching TV.
Tempest will mouth this to Corey because he doesn't get the reference.
I'm just like, what? The person must have a TV in there because what the fuck? Are we in the Fire Nation?
I'm gonna knock unless you tell me not to.
Maybe crack the door and just peek
Yeah,
inside.
Tempest will do that.
Very quietly.
Just-
Do it very quietly.
Yeah. Crack
Alright,
the door.
Stealthing it.
Can I help him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you. Oh wait,
How did-
shit! I don't have anything for stealth. Never mind.
Oh, I have 1. Stealth is dex based, so just 2d10. 9 plus 1, so 10.
Not again.
All right. So you see in the far end of the room, facing you is a TV that has a cartoon playing,
Okay.
and
Okay.
in front of the TV is a chair. The back is facing you.
Can I see a head over the chair?
No.
All right. Tempest will fully open the door and push into the room.
All right, I'll follow him. Gun out. Freeze.
Okay. You yell out. All right. So from behind the chair.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god. No.
Did we fuck up? I have to switch tabs real quick.
Hops out of the chair, rushes towards you. How did you guys survive?
Shut up.
We are from an alternate universe. We are here to put a reality anchor in the apartments across the street. We can take you with us when we leave, if you would like.
He starts going all around you, like checking the edges of all of your clothing, looking for melted bits. Like,
Yep,
okay, you're
We're
clear.
fine.
Flesh.
Yes.
Yeah,
we
appeared
need to
in
make it
basement.
across.
To be fair.
This is
We need
delightful.
We need to
Weird
get
as hell, but delightful.
we need to get to the apartments. Can you help us with that?
I mean, I can go out just fine. I've got nothing to melt. It's been me and the robots doing farming for civilians in town that have bunkered. But,
Robots?
oh, yeah. Androids and whatnot. Basically, all the
Okay.
inorganic life forms are doing the best they can to help.
Gotcha.
Okay. How safe is the apartment building?
Oh, not very.
Okay. Is there any
That's
there any
where-
effective ways of killing them?
Did you not listen to my 4-hour dissertation about when day breaks?
My friend, no one was listening.
I mean,
Not
when
even
day
his own
broke,
wife
most
was-
people were coming out of their apartments. That's where most of them still are.
Okay.
We don't even know where in the apartment building we need to put it.
Kolinsky, is it the roof again? Because I could get us to the roof pretty
Holy
easily.
shit, it's on the roof.
He'd check the can't counter.
All right, it is. All you can tell right now, it is in the direction of the apartments.
And ain't specific, just towards the apartments.
All right.
I have broken my wrist with this thing before. I'm not-
Oh.
like
You can
sprained
turn
my
right.
wrist. I've
Oh my
sprained my wrist before. So
Oh,
yeah, I'm
you
not gonna
can
have
turn
him.
me there.
How safe is it to move at night?
Oh, that was the first mistake a lot of people made. Like, the moon does not make light.
That's what I said.
Yes. Okay.
It reflects the sun's light.
Exactly.
What
Okay.
phase of the moon is it tonight?
Full.
Shit.
Son of a
How's the
This-
motor pool looking? Is it stocked?
Is there gas?
Oh, that's outside.
Oh.
Oh.
Why?
fuck.
Do
Wait.
y'all not have garages in this reality?
I got an idea. I have an idea.
I have an idea too.
What's your
Galinsky's in the
temperature?
room with him, right?
Leave?
Could be. Could be.
Anybody who
Could we-
wants to be in the room by now can.
Yeah.
Let's hear what Tempest has to say first.
Alright,
Yeah.
alright.
Could you get 3 robots, take this device, go set up the reality anchor, and then bring the device back to us?
Well, most of the robots are still in town delivering grain and whatnot. I just
we
took
just
a
need-
break to catch up on stuff.
Yeah.
Avatar: The
that's
Last
about it.
Airbender.
Just yeah.
We just need 3 to carry stuff over there. You're in engineering. You could very easily set this up. It's a simplified version of a Scranton reality anchor,
When do they get back?
but the stuff is heavy.
Yeah, I'm not going to be transporting any of that.
That's why you need 3 robots.
So you want to wait till tomorrow?
I mean, is it safe here? Like, there's one of those things running around the hallways downstairs.
Oh, you only saw one?
Yes.
Wonderful
saw
answer.
one.
Yeah,
First-
about
first-
that.
They just like not go
Where's-
for you or something? Is that why you're chill with them?
Oh yeah, there's nothing for them to melt.
Shit.
You gotta stop saying that, dog. That's not.
Wait, stop saying what?
What the
Yeah.
melt part?
Yeah,
It's true.
Anyways,
I know it's true, but it's still. Why?
You have any ponchos?
Okay, so
Go
we
ahead,
do
Ivan.
have hazmat suits and welding helmets.
That should work. Probably.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in the corner of the room, you can hear D8472 like vomiting out black ooze,
Oh.
like
Oh.
way more than should be in his body.
Oh, buddy, are you okay over there?
Oh.
hey,
Yes, he is like coating himself in his own suit.
Oh,
Oh. Ew.
How corrosive is that for us?
For you, very. For him, he can handle it.
Hey pal, you need
Well,
like a
guess-
Tums or something?
puppet
Guess
guy.
we're just Go ahead,
Kalinsky
Ivan.
would walk up to. Don't know the puppet's name.
I mean, you
Marvin,
could ask. Like
Hey.
anybody who's been in season 1 would know his name, which I think is just real.
Tempest.
Tempest.
Tempest showed up for 2 episodes.
Oh, okay, true. So-
Question. I heard when I got transferred to 314 in our reality, I heard something about a tank being its founder.
Okay, that information was lost.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything
Yes.
earlier than 1932. Oh no, we don't
Are
have
you-
NAS.
How did we lose the tank?
The Great Breach.
Well, you lost all record of the tank, but there has not been a tank, so you don't know what happened to it.
Yeah.
So the question stands: Who lost the Conager tank?
Well, I mean, that shouldn't even be a question because your character wouldn't know about it in the first place.
Fair.
Also, how do you lose a
Eddie.
sentient tank? He's the one who drives it. He lost himself.
Yay, we got Nez back.
Then
He
I
lost
guess just
his gun,
veto
lost
my
himself.
question.
Yep.
How hard would it be for you to get us some hazmat suits? Because this needs to be done, otherwise the multiverse is attacked by the Scarlet King.
Okay, so those I can drag pretty easy.
How many could you get us?
How much time you got?
Not much.
Quite a bit, I think.
As soon as possible, preferably.
Well, if you go downstairs, you could just grab them from, some of the labs probably still have some. Me going, it'll take a couple hours.
Okay. Who's feeling stealthy?
I'm feeling stealthy.
Because Tempest isn't.
Okay.
I can creep down and grab a bunch.
All right, yeah. We just need one of you to make it down.
Yeah.
Violet can also do it too.
Okay.
That would be very nice.
All right, so that's hazmat suits. Then there's still the welding helmets.
Yeah.
I don't need one. My gas mask should protect me from most of face stuff. I'll only need the other gear.
All right, and Marvin looks deep into your eyes.
Eye.
Like, I can still see your eyes. You need something better.
You can still see my eye.
Same shit. You're getting
Well,
the
I won't need one because I won't fit in one anyways. And he gestures to his wings once again.
Yeah, you can just stay
So
here.
I will.
Yeah, we might have to leave you.
Yeah.
First.
I will cover
Okay.
you guys from the doorway.
Tempest and Marvin will keep watching Avatar.
Yep. Hey, I never saw this. What's it like?
So what
Uh,
are we going down?
He slips you a USB stick. It's a pirated copy.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so
Tempest
who
lives.
is sneaking down? All we need is stealth to see if you make it
Violet.
there and back.
Me and Violet.
Okay. All right. Do you remember how to do skill
I'm
checks?
literally just copying the same thing I did last time because the last skill check I did was a
Oh.
stealth check. So.
Yeah, I'm just doing
Oh.
another stealth check.
Oh, okay. That exploded, so I gotta. Oh, a
Yep.
D10. Okay, well that didn't help me very much.
Boy.
The top
That's not
2
great.
gives me 13 plus 2 plus 4. 15,
7.
19 again.
19? Okay. And Moret?
7.
Oh boy.
If I start clomping down the stairs, I'm like, okay, I'm turning around. I'm going. I'm going home.
Okay, Violet, this is on you.
Oh, yeah.
We're doing
Sorry,
the
pal, I
electrical
don't got it in me
stage.
right now.
We're doing the electrical stage with the cluster monster.
The electric.
Solo.
We have radios, right? We at
Yeah.
least have phones. Okay.
I think I have one.
Okay, but no,
One of us
your
doesn't use theirs, but yeah, we have.
Your stealth was good. You're able to get through. You're listening very intently. You go down. You get 3, or how many hazmat suits do you want to grab?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish, probably. Because we
Okay.
have 5 humanoids that can actually fit in it.
I'm really regretting taking wings. It hasn't been helpful yet. And
Well-
it's hurt me twice.
well, because of the wings, and your mission is now watch Avatar. All right,
Yeah.
all right, and one last stealth to see if you make it back.
God.
Damn, how did I misspell
Another
your?
explosion and another explosion.
Nice.
So in total, 15 plus 2, which is 17, plus 4,
Okay.
which is 20 something.
21. Wow, you were killing it with the stealth. Yeah. So for everyone else, you see Violet go down the stairs, and like 20 minutes later, she comes back up with 5 hazmat suits.
Damn.
Nice.
Great work.
I built her to be a stealthy character.
It's paying off.
Hell yeah.
It is paying off, yeah.
She actually took the hitman aspect as well.
Oh god.
Do not cross Violet. Okay, so is anybody going to get welding masks?
Where
Since
would they
it was-
be?
Violet,
Would we
go
know?
get them and go get those too.
Oh,
Okay,
gonna have
Oh,
to
Violet.
grab them.
if you wanna wait and have Violet do everything, you
I
don't
was
need to
gonna have
roll anymore.
I mean, it-
go down and grab them, but okay.
It's not gonna be like 4 hours to set up the reality anchor.
No. Okay, so Violet goes and gets those two, I guess.
Yeah.
You want me to roll some more stealths?
Okay.
Nah, you crushed it already.
She's also in a sneaking suit too, so her footsteps are also stealing.
Hey, same.
Yeah, you're gonna be the only one to make it out of this world.
Oh god.
Okay, so everybody
Tempest-
suits up. What Tempest? Alright, what Tempest?
Tempest will lie at the doorway to the looking at the apartment building out of the light, but
Right.
just like looking down with his sniper rifle,
Okay. You
just
see
in
shadows.
case he needs to cause a distraction. Yeah.
You see shadows, but not the sources.
That's fine for now. He's just there to cause a loud noise in case they need it.
Fair enough.
That is a good strategy.
Real is taking the time to get like extra fabric to put over all the joints on Violet and like duct tape it in place to make sure it's extra covered.
Solid.
Does he do the same attention to himself?
No, absolutely not.
Ew, romance.
It's okay because Violet does it for Alexander.
Okay. So D8472 just looks like this black chunk of coal from hardened goo. And he's dragging a third of the reality anchor.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
I think I hate him a little bit.
Alright. Who else is taking pieces?
I can grab one.
Okay. Okay.
Kalinsky is holding the scat. Or, God, why do I always try to abbreviate? The fucking
Or can't count.
can't counter.
Can't counter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why can I never fucking remember it?
Alright. Alright, so it appears to be on ground level.
Love that.
Oh, thank God. If we
Alright.
had to go to the roof.
You can just deploy it on the ground up ahead.
Yep.
And we
It's
can
still
get the hang
inside
of-
the building.
Oh. Alright, once we get in, it's on ground level.
Alright, so following the can't counter then?
Yep.
All right. So you go into. It points you towards the main entrance, and there's receptionist and like management office, and it looks like it's pointing towards management office. And you don't need to apologize.
That way, towards management, as he heads for it.
On in.
Yeah, simple wooden door. It is
Back in
locked,
that
though.
Oh boy.
Ivo, this is out of character. Do not shoot it.
Ivo would clip the can't counter to his belt and grab his E-tool,
Okay.
Wait, what are you-
aka
no,
the
no.
lockpick.
Okay.
Oh, lockpicking is no longer a skill.
No, not what I meant by lockpick.
No, I'm just looking at the skills. All right. Anyway, you're trying to like remove the lock.
I am bashing the lock off. I'm bashing the doorknob off the door.
I have a lockpick kit. We don't have to
This
do all
isn't the
that.
loudest fucking thing.
We
Yeah.
need to be quiet.
It's
All right.
quieter than a gunshot.
Why would you shoot
and
And
a
it's
it?
lot-
louder than a
and a-
lockpick.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of gunshots if you knock this fucking door off.
Oh, I'm not knocking the door off the hinges. I'm knocking the knob off the door.
Still
That's
not a
so
quiet
loud.
thing.
Okay, relatively out of game, relatively recently, the door got jammed and we could not open it. Just knocking the doorknob off was loud as hell, and it was on the ground floor. You could hear it in the attic.
We even got personal
can't be
experience
loud.
here. Don't fucking knock the doorknob off. Let's lockpick this bitch. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yo.
come on.
Work your magic.
You stress me out. To varying
What,
degrees.
because I
all
have
of you.
reasonable solutions to unreasonable problems?
This is
That's
unreasonable.
No,
you
I
have-
don't want to
have
be best
unre-
pal.
Unreasonable.
I like the state of matter I'm in.
I like not melting. This is.
I like my
your
current
I'm
idea-
quoting that.
Go for it.
Like, hey,
I
buddy,
like-
if you're the reason I get microwaved, I'm not gonna be too pleased. Like,
You
If
can't
we
be.
get- Listen, if we get stuck in a flesh pile together, I'm mad at you. Like,
I'll find a way to bite you. I'll figure
I'm
it
picking
out.
you out of the flesh pile like Survivor. Like, you get to fend for yourself.
You're getting voted out.
Okay.
Anyway.
The lock.
Anyway, Theo, pop the lock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Someone said pop the lock.
getting voted out of the flesh pile.
Like I'm trying to find a lockpick in here, but
There's
There's no-
thievery.
like there's no gear.
I can search the online book real quick.
Oh,
That's what
yeah,
I was
that
gonna
might be
do.
faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be using the physical book. Just
It's
see
just
what's
because you're old. I'm sorry.
yeah, like what skill is associated with lockpicking.
It's gotta be thievery, right?
You'd think it would be.
Because there's no sleight of hand.
Yeah,
there's
we'll
disarm.
do thievery.
There's disarm as well.
I mean,
They're both dex based. Never mind. Ignore
Yeah.
me.
All right. So we want to do a thievery check.
Okay. I definitely know how to do that. I don't. Help? Maybe?
So along the x-axis, you have 4 different die, and then
Right.
going up, you level each individual die up. So then you roll as many die as you have outward at like the max level that they have. So like if you have like 2d6 and then one of them is like a d8 and the other one is a d12, you roll the top 2, and then of whatever you have, you add the top numbers together.
Well, you roll up to 4 dice if you have
Yeah.
dice in each column. Each column is a
Lockpicking
die.
is thievery.
Yeah, which is dex based, so you're doing your dex dice. However, you could also just take your attribute score instead of rolling, if you want to just do that.
We're gonna roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Early on, rolling is a better idea.
What is
Like
that? What's the second up die? I can't remember. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it starts at D6.
D8.
Second row is D8, then D10,
Thank
and
you.
then D12.
Okay, thank you.
So yes, roll up to 4 dice if you have all 4 columns filled in, and then take the top 2, add them together. After any
Okay.
explosions.
And I totally remember what an explosion is.
It
I
The
played
max
one
number for
last campaign.
like a 6 on a D6 or a 12 on a D12.
Yeah, the highest number
Okay.
on the die. If you get the highest number, then you get to add the next size up die to the pool.
Okay, cool. That's good because I got an 8 on a D8. That's
Nice.
nice.
So you get to add
Yeah.
a D10 to the pool,
Mhm.
which most of the time doesn't help.
Yeah, it didn't like at all.
But sometimes it does.
Yeah,
Sometimes
sometimes
it
it
does.
explodes even more.
But in this case,
Sometimes
it
it
did
really
not.
pays
in
off.
fact, help.
All right, so what'd you
In
get?
this case, it didn't. I looked at it a second ago. 13, I believe.
Okay, that's good enough. Simple lock. All right, so you get the manager's office open.
You know, if I had just bashed
No.
it off, it would have been
No.
off by now.
And just about everything would have been on our ass.
Yep.
But the lock would have
over
been
the
off.
radio, Tempest is like, we work in precision, not speed.
Scalpel, not a hammer.
Yep.
Oh, lockpick your vocal cords.
All right. So you get into the office.
Well-
what you doing?
Get the
What are we-
doohickey and look for where to put it.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you having Ivo check location then?
I will do as such.
Okay. All right, following the highest concentration, and it is pointing towards another door in the office.
That door.
Okay, it is a bathroom.
Kalinsky would look at the room, look at the cant counter, look at the room, look back at the cant counter, like.
Okay. So, willpower, no. Self-control check for anyone looking in the bathroom.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no.
Hey, remember what I said about me not having any stats right now?
Delano,
That's not bad.
a minimum 38 makes it, right?
Yeah.
How does 13 do? I
Okay,
humbly ask.
so everyone but Ivo is fine.
I
Uh,
gotta roll my dice.
Yeah,
Thank God.
I only have one die, so.
yeah. Well, you'd have a minimum of 2.
Or like I have one die bought.
Oh, okay.
For a second I thought he was like, you open the door, it's like, oh, 096.
Oh.
You open the door. You are now dead. Roll up new
Uh,
characters,
is that-
everybody.
Alright, everyone, where's your backup?
No, that's a D8. Eight.
Okay, so everyone else,
Fuck.
the door opens, you get hit with the smell, everyone else composes themselves, but Ivo, it's not the smell because of your gas mask, it's the sight of the manager who barricaded himself in here.
Ooh.
Oh.
It was not a happy end.
Hey boys, we got Elvis Presley.
Oh,
Oh,
Bad person.
that's terrible. That's really bad.
It's going on the quote
Worst
note,
part
but you're
is
still a bad person.
Klinsky wouldn't even know that reference.
Ivo. Alright, then we're writing it down as you, not your character.
Yeah.
All right, but this is the location of where the reality anchor has to be set up.
There.
All right,
Set up
T472 drags his piece in.
How do you spell Presley?
I'd be surprised
You
if
know-
spell check didn't autocorrect it.
We're gonna assume that I got it right then. On the first try. Look at me go.
All right, who had the other
think-
pieces?
I think I had one, so I'll go stick that in there.
Okay.
Gross.
Violet.
Violet forced Real to take one, I believe.
Yeah, it was Violet, Real, and the D class.
Okay. All right, once they're all in there, the D class gets to work. What's everybody else doing in the next, 10 minutes it's going to take him to do that?
Ivo, yeah. I keep forgetting I'm not playing one of the other campaigns. I can actually say Ivo.
Yeah.
Ivo would be directing the D class on where to put what, just like last time.
Okay.
Violet is gonna be sneaking around the rest of the building, seeing if there's anything worth thieving.
Oh, yeah, everybody pretty much got right away, so all their stuff is still there. So what do you want?
That's a really hard question to ask me right now.
Money.
We can retcon it
Money.
later.
Okay, she just stole a bunch of shit. That's the answer.
Okay. all right.
Maniac.
Too bad we can't check on the multiverse and see. I was like, because Corey wouldn't know who Molred is.
Yeah. All right, so Violet got as much as she could carry in the 10 minutes she was sneaking around and avoiding the masses of people. So what's everybody else doing in those 10 minutes?
Overwatch.
Overwatch? Okay.
Yeah, I'm covering the
Yep.
door. Like keeping a lookout.
Okay, so you all see Violet go, and 10 minutes later she comes back with shit in her arms.
While this is happening, Real's just holding the crown that's normally on his waist, just walking back and forth. He looks like he's talking to it.
Oh, man.
Violet
All right.
comes back and sees that and is like, oh, having a good conversation. Is it bothering you again?
He just never listens. He never listens.
I get that. I get
I'm
that.
trying to explain this is a teamwork operation, and it's like dealing with a petulant child. It's miserable.
Dr. Real Hot Mic.
I feel like if I say anything, as a player, it would be deeply hypocritical.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if I had a nickel for every time I played a campaign where one of my teammates had talked to the voices in their head, I'd have 2 nickels.
And they weren't voices. They weren't just voices. They were demons and the voices of my dead loved ones. There's a difference there. A slight one, but still.
And some random
And-
Texan that kept critiquing your tank driving capability.
He was included in the dead loved ones.
Damn.
All right. T8472 and Ivo come out of the bathroom. All right, it's done.
Alright, let's get the fuck out of here.
Whew, let me tell you, the last time I was in a strange bathroom, what a wild ride.
It took me 30 minutes.
All right, so Tempest, you see everyone else coming out of the office. Violet, much heavier.
It's like a world's best dad mug and some other shit.
I'm glad we don't get our pockets checked after missions.
World's best
Only for
director.
the anomalous.
Oh, you go through quarantine, but as long as none of that shit's anomalous, you're fine.
Yeah.
Inti getting the Nerf gun.
I mean, it's understood you're going to Fallen World, so whatever you can grab.
Yeah.
All right.
Stealing a stand mixer. Those things are expensive, man.
I have one.
Oh, or like, does anyone, if I peek around enough, does anyone have a Ninja creamy ice cream maker?
Probably.
Not the ninja.
You go to Teresa's room. There's one in there.
Why is Teresa have a
I'm
Ninja
making that
creamy
canon.
ice cream maker?
I'm making that canon.
Teresa, in an attempt to become more human, has decided to love ice cream.
All right, so anyway, you
Well, no,
make it. All right, Tempest sees everyone exit the building and re-enter the site.
All right. Tempest will put away the sniper rifle and just, fisticuffs.
Okay. All right, what next?
Go home.
Leave.
Second
Okay.
Please.
All right, perception. Anybody?
Oh, absolutely.
Visual
Say
perception? Question mark.
Visual perception.
Fuck me, dude.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna try.
Exactly
10.
one
I
roll.
will.
1, 2, 3, and 1 roll.
I got 10.
I rolled all
Skill that
fives.
goes with
I also got a 10.
I also got a 10. Delano, I'd just like to say, if we're getting attacked, I can't be surprised. I have danger sense.
Nice.
I'm not even kidding. I rolled a 5 on all of my dice.
Alright, so Violet got a 12.
Nice. All right, so I've
I
heard
got a
2 10s and a
13.
12 and a 13.
3 10s, I believe.
3 10s?
Yes.
All right, so
Me.
Theo, you got the highest.
Yippee! This is gonna be something I don't want to
All
see,
right.
isn't it?
So you go down a level, and like you see the slime trail from the blob, and you're all like very cautiously like trying to keep an eye out for it. And as you go, you get to the stairs down the second level, and you see that the slime trail continues down the stairs.
No.
We're going the same way it is.
Oh, is he gonna end up through the portal on our site? That would suck.
Oh no. That'd be so bad.
We didn't tell anyone we were going here. There's no security at our end of the portal.
They know.
I'll give it
they
the word.
know-
It's site security. They're bad at their job.
That's an oversight that is not
Hey.
our fault.
Corey, they know we're here. They don't know what else is here. That is the issue.
Shit.
All right, so what you doing?
Crying.
If
no.
Sprinting.
If I
Actually, no.
if I glide down the stairs, can I avoid a stealth check to just see if it's at the bottom?
Sure.
Does Tempest
Alright.
fly like an owl?
Yeah, that's pretty much what he's doing. Is he's jumping over the railing and just slowing his fall.
Okay, you do not see it in the stairs.
Okay, I'm going to look for the slime trail and just see what direction it's going towards.
It is heading towards the lab.
Oh no.
That's where we started?
Tempest will send a quick text saying it's clear and it's heading towards the lab.
Ivo would take his E-tool into pickaxe position, hook it on the side of the stairwell, and just slide down because I ain't got time for that.
If you fall, I'm laughing at you.
That's gonna be very loud.
It's gonna be so fucking loud.
Yeah.
Alright, we're all gonna wait about a minute or two for him to make all the noise and then die because he got everything's attention, and then we'll walk by.
Yeah, if he makes a
We'll be
big
fine.
crashing sound at the bottom of the stairs and he lures it down there, we'll be home free.
Yeah, we'll just let him do this. It's fine. Everything will be fine.
All right. Nothing seems to happen.
That's good.
Okay.
I am
Seems-
just on the bottom now, faster than almost everyone, except for Tempest.
Tempest is chewing your ass out about making noise when we have to be quiet.
Good shit.
Kalinsky,
And like,
sensing urgency, all but ignores him, just heading straight for the portal.
Shocking.
All right. So you would get there first.
yeah.
And you see the door partially open and like a couple of legs going in the room from its back end.
Kalinsky attempts to work his phone to text SOS, Mayday, everything's going to shit. But it comes
We
out
tried to-
extremely garbled.
Hold on, my granddad texts
You
me like
know-
all the
you know
I
what-
can decide for this.
You know what letters are, right? Kalinsky knows what letters are.
He's wearing a gas mask and it's hard to read it.
Oh.
It's hard to
Okay, fair
read the
enough.
tiny
Also,
symbols on his phone.
yeah. Also,
He
he
Fair
could
doesn't
enough.
very
text
well
much.
be illiterate. to be
Wait,
fair.
wait. Real.
He doesn't text much. He's not used to it.
Right.
Okay, but like he figured out how to open the keyboard. Like,
And keyboard
Not seeing the
format
letters I-
existed. Like,
Yeah.
it's the same format as typewriters. They had typewriters.
All right. So you get like a hasty warning from Ivo in your group chat.
My granddad texts me all the time. I got this. Yeah, it's bad. We need to go.
yeah,
Or it's just like group chat?
I
Group chat on
guess.
what?
I'll send you an invite.
Is this
Later.
Discord? Is this just a site Discord again?
Yeah.
Yes,
Corey's
absolutely.
not happy.
now.
Corey's like, what the fuck? This is a huge breach in security. That's why I got sent. This is so fucked
Corey, deal with it later.
Kalinsky is that one friend that is there, but never says anything unless it is like life-threatening emergency.
All right. What you doing? You got the
Trying to draw it
panicked
out.
message.
Tempest waits for the rest of the group, and then we'll move up with them.
I'll go with him. I'm just
Okay.
moving, trying
Yeah.
to get there.
All
Yeah,
right,
let's
is
get
it-
moving.
All right. Is everybody getting there as quickly as possible?
Yeah.
All right.
Guys,
All right,
so I have. Go ahead.
So whoever gets to the door first, you see this mass of flesh is halfway to the portal.
Guys,
It's
I have an
attractive.
idea, but it's gonna be very loud, and Tempest's tattoos start arcing or start glowing a little bit.
Wait a sec. Wait
Go
a
for
sec.
it. You can't let
Ivo.
it go through the portal.
Ivo
Not right next
blocks
to us.
it
Hide in
and
that room.
immediately tucks to the side of the door.
Hide in a room, and once they're all hidden, Tempest will let out an electric blast, which I'm saying is accompanied by thunder.
Sure.
I have to
All
And
right,
then he's just going to bolt down the hallway.
All right. Is anybody not hiding?
I'm not hiding, but I put on you.
Why?
Ivo is crouched, pressed up against the wall, pistol ready.
Violet drag reels a little bit away at least.
I'm hiding.
I'm hiding.
Tempest
Okay.
bolts after the electricity. Like he's running down the hallway, and it looks like he's gonna do another one at the corner. He is
Okay.
trying to lure this thing away.
All right. So, it doesn't turn around. It just changes the direction it was moving because there is no front
like a
and back
train.
to this thing. Yeah. But yeah, it is heading towards the loud noise.
Yeah, and like when he reaches a corner, he's gonna let out another electric blast, go down the corner. Basically, he's gonna make a big circle of the bottom floor, giving them time to get through the portal.
All right, the
And then
moment
he's gonna go through.
All right, the moment it's out of sight, what's everybody doing?
Dipping into the portal and setting up a guard. Like setting up a guard station to let everyone in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll stay on this side of the portal, but like post up in front of the door and just be watching out for when Tempest shows up.
All right.
Yeah, that's
So-
what Ivo was doing too.
Okay, so everybody going in, Tempest leading the rear?
Yeah, Tempest will.
Okay.
It'll take like a minute for him to get around the site, because once he moves 4 times, he starts flying.
Okay.
And I
all
get
right.
to spend flight points to increase my movement speed.
All right, so is anybody staying in the room, or did you all go through the portal?
I dipped. I'm out.
Ivo's
done.
waiting for Tempest to get through before he does. Or like
Okay.
waiting to see Tempest safely coming back before he goes through.
Yeah, I'm holding off.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Ivo and Corey
Yeah.
guarding? Okay, everybody else
fast?
went through?
How fast does this thing move?
Not very.
Okay, so speed of like 4 rounds of 5, and then however many of 6 would be fast enough to outrun it.
Yeah, easily. All right,
Okay.
so Corey and Ivo, you do eventually see Tempest booking ass through the door.
It's like, come here,
Oh,
come
he's-
on. We gotta
He's
go.
flying at this point. He's just flying at the top of the hallway. He stopped doing the lightning thing when he was on the far side of the site.
Ivo, seeing the incoming Tempest, grabs Corey's shirt and pulls him downwards
So what
to
the
let-
fuck?
to give Tempest a clear flight path.
Oh, he can't fly through doorways. These wings are massive.
Oh, then ignore that.
I was
Yeah.
yeah. Away.
He lands outside the door, goes in the room, and like just kind of go, shoves them through the portal.
All right.
Him in.
All right, everyone is back in the Prime Reality Lab, and you've got the open portal in the center of the room.
All right, how do we close it?
Close it.
Security to the lab. Possible 001 when day breaks, and to -2 coming through.
Alright, so-
Klinsky would grab the mic. Ignore that. Just get the fuck down here.
All right,
Tempest flares.
all right.
We
So
need fire.
using
we need fire for this thing.
using the can't counter, you can shut the portal.
I would do so.
All right, and like 30 seconds later, you got 8 guards coming in, guns hot.
We got it closed.
All right, they visibly relax.
Klinsky would be grabbing a wall and like lifting up his gas mask so he can suck wind. And anyone who looked
Tempest will grab Ivo and shove him against the wall. And like, you almost jeopardized our mission. I will be putting in a report.
Like, yeah, on multiple occasions.
You almost got us killed. And his eyes are glowing blue.
Real goes. I'm making us all ice cream later. And you hold up his ice cream.
And what's this about a fucking Discord server? I'm so.
Oh, Corey, did they not add you to the Discord yet? Here, I'll send you an invite. What's your tag? Like,
Dear God, man, do you know how big of a breach that is? That's why they sent me here.
We got it
Corey.
cleared with InfoSec.
I am InfoSec. That's not good.
It's a modded Discord server. It's hosted on our own private servers. We
yeah,
just
look,
stole their application.
yeah, look, it's so good. And real scrolls through a thing that's just like Reel's shit posts, and there's a picture. It just says pranked him, and it's somebody like on a toilet with like a horrifying specter like possessing them.
Oh, nasty.
Corey's just like flipping
Pranked
through.
him.
Corey's like flipping through the server, and he's just like, yeah, no, but you guys are like actively discussing like classes, like different levels of SCP that are like different levels of access to like a group that is a full melting pot of people. Like, some of these people should not be knowing these things.
That's what the whatchamacallits are for, so they can't get into those channels.
Roles,
Yeah.
yeah.
They can very easily lie.
Click here if you are level 3.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
Violet looks over at Corey and is like, it's okay. I'm the one that programmed it. It's a lot safer than you think it is. It's completely off the books. Like, don't worry about it. It's okay.
It's like the
Fine.
foundation version of Discord.
Yeah.
So Kalinsky only figured out how to open it in the moment. Somebody else added it to his phone.
Yep.
And he like panicked and figured it out.
Yeah.
Okay,
Once,
so
once
AO3
once Tempest
right
is
now.
done yelling at Kalinsky, he puts him down and will just go off to make a report about what happened.
okay, there is like a
Kalinsky-
pop.
Go ahead.
All right, there is like a pop-up little quarantine booth set up at the door to the lab.
And Tempest will go through.
You're,
Get searched.
aside from what normally goes off when you go through.
Yeah.
I forget
his-
Marvin.
Oh, shit.
What?
Tempest was hanging out with Marvin. Tempest would have brought Marvin with, retroactively.
You did
Well,
offer to bring it back.
Yeah, we did
Marvin-
offer to bring.
Marvin has a job, a
Okay.
very important job, assisting survivors.
Fair enough.
Violet hooks her arm with Reels and is like, let's go make some ice cream, honey. I know you need it after
Oh,
the
wait.
campaign.
Oh wait.
You're bringing all their junk.
Oh, don't worry
They-
about all the other junk.
The knife Tempest is carrying is set off as anomalous.
Has you
However,
had it
he
before?
does need. Yes, he had it before. That is his
Yeah.
anomalous item for disadvantage.
Okay, yeah,
but
then
it would
they know
still
about
be
it.
set off. Yeah.
Yeah, Real's crown would also do the same thing, but he is the containment for it, so.
Yeah.
So
Anything that is part of your character, they know about. They have to.
Yeah.
due to
I
Tempest
said that.
getting
Go ahead.
due to Tempest getting in Kalinsky's face and yelling, he has defaulted back to boot camp procedures because that's what his old drill sergeant used to do, and he is just at attention, barely moving, barely breathing, full-on PTSD shit. Because remember, he was in the Great War.
Yeah.
Time travel shenanigans.
Tempest, what kind of ice cream do you like? Like fireworks? You look like a fireworks kind of guy.
Who the fuck puts fireworks in ice cream?
What is
That's not what
fireworks?
Pop rocks.
It's
Explosives?
it's cherry swirl pop ice cream with pop rocks.
Oh.
You know what? I'm
Never
willing to
heard.
try it. I'm
It's
willing
really
to try it.
good.
And I was
It's
expecting.
really good.
I can't tell if this man is 30 or 3.
All right, so it is pretty late at night because you had to spend the whole day in that reality. Any last things you do before ending your day?
Make
Can
an
I
ice cream.
borrow Kalinsky?
Oh, God.
Currently, you just need to push him in the right direction. He is not
Perfect.
responding to outside stimuli.
Great. I'm going
great.
to set him up in front of my laptop. And what do I want to show the old man first?
Again, he is not responding to outside stimuli.
Okay, so before Nez's character grabs Kalinsky, Violet is gonna have to do some like psychology work through with Kalinsky to bring him out of his PTSD episode and like ground him and at least get him responsive to external stimuli other than screaming.
All right.
He is gripping his E-tool so hard he's leaving indents.
All right. If you want to do a persuade check, Ivo can decide what the DC is.
Persuade? What about psychology? That's what
Sorry,
she's using is
I meant
psychology.
Psychology works too. I meant
Okay.
to say psychology.
What's the DC? Just a warning, she does have very high psychology stuff.
Right.
So.
Yeah, either 8, 10, or 18.
I'm gonna say 18 because he is deep in this shit. Because he was trying to mellow out when Tempest did that.
Roll. That is okay. Then I add that one. Okay, so that is, let's see. So that's 17 plus 2 times 2.
So 17 plus
Uh,
4.
17 plus 2 is times 2. So she got a 38 for psychology.
Well,
That'll
no,
work.
the times is just for the skill training, not the roll.
Oh, well, either way, that's still a 19.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
still a
that'll
19,
work.
that passes.
All right. So, you notice Violet. What you doing?
Violet's doing like the baby, like kind of like babying Kalinsky, like, it's okay, time to
He would
calm
grab-
down, let's breathe.
He would have grips on both his pistol and his E-tool, and is just slowly backing away.
The funny
Still
thing is,
not exactly calm, but responsive.
she's standing there still and is still talking in that a very soft tone, trying to instruct them to breathe, almost mechanically, to start regulating himself internally, and she will stand there for hours if she has to. She will talk him down out of that.
The heavy breathing in his gas mask is getting slightly less heavy.
Violet changes tactics and starts telling him stories about her infant that she used to have. Talking about all of, the fun stuff to try and distract it, while it's something different but something familiar at the same time.
This works a treat, and Kalinsky is no longer gripping his pistol, at least.
Violet will pull out pull out her necklace that has a locket and show the little picture of her baby.
Kalinsky lets go of the E-tool, but he's still breathing heavily.
Would you like to come get some ice cream? We're gonna go make some ice cream. Or do you
Also,
want
at
to
this
go back?
point, he is speaking nearly nothing but German, because he... Germo-Brit raised speaking German as a first.
Well, Violet can at least somewhat understand what he's saying through context clues and other languages she knows. German is not one she knows, but it's pretty close to some of the base roots for Celtic languages, so she's like, do you want to go get some ice cream, or do you want to go back to your room and calm down for a little bit?
A general agreement to the ice cream.
Hell yeah.
She hooks arms. She holds out a hand to see if he'll let her hold onto his arm, and then leads him towards out to go get ice cream, to make ice cream with her and her husband.
He will follow her, but he never likes touching people, not even when he's perfectly calm.
She has no issue with not having to do that. She's just bringing him to go get some ice cream, bro. She just wants to get this man some ice cream and some technology informations.
Okay, is
So, I will remind
everybody getting ice cream now?
Yeah.
Tempest is filing a report, but we'll show up there eventually.
We'll pay them a seat.
But I will
everybody
remind
just
you-
trauma bonding.
For several years of his life, up to the last 6 months, he has lived alone on Lunar Area 32. He is still not entirely used to other people.
Ice cream will help.
Ice cream always helps.
All right. Anything other than an ice cream party before you like call it for the night?
No.
Okay. All right. Everybody, you have your rewards on your sheet. Finish your sheet if you have to, and then apply rewards for the sessions you had attended.
Yep.
Also, a reverence for every session you have attended.
Hey, Del, can I get it? Drama cards are 2, right?
Right now,
Two
yeah. All you have
reverence right
access to is 2, yeah.
Can I get one?
Yes.
Also, I posted something in reference art.
So what one? Go.
The TTRPG reference art.
Okay, so that's 2 of you for drama cards?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 1 die anywhere. We'll buy...
Okay, that
By Dex die.
was Tempest that called it first?
Yes.
Yep.
So it's-
Alright, you can
3. 3.
Well then.
Oh.
Alright.
Oh.
And knock knock. 1 through 5. Take your pick.
do 5.
5.
Do I need to change that on my sheet then?
What, the drama card? No, it's not
Yeah.
it's not something for your sheet.
Okay.
Like read it again but slower.
Yeah. Yeah, it says that is now unlocked. Draw 1. So that makes it think that it's like, oh, I can access these ones now permanently.
Everyone can now.
Oh, yeah, we have security level 2 drama cards now. Then.
Yep, and you get a free one, I believe.
Yes. I'll
Nice.
go with 3 again.
All right.
Free lost me my soul.
Don't worry, drama cards are only good.
Hey Dal, I have are we still live?
Yep.
Okay, then never mind, I'll ask it after we're done.
All right. Level 2. And since you're the one who unlocked it, you get a free one. Okay, so the card Tempest got, every level has a card in it that unlocks the ability to purchase higher levels. So level 2s cost 3 reverence.
Not bad.
Not bad.
All right.
Still a reasonable price.
All right. 1 through 5.
3 again. I will always go for the middle.
God, everybody does. All right. Any other drama card purchases?
I don't know when that's gonna be a thing in this campaign.
Oh, it will eventually be.
Eventually.
All right. Is that all business taken care of for on stream?
Yeah, my question can wait.
Okay, we are now ending it. Last words.
Always punch Nazis.
Always punch Nazis. Night, everybody.
Night.
Good night.